did you read some of the articles that I sent? How did it help you? Did it help you?
Well, I mean, especially on the day where I was so depressed, to tell you a short story about it, like we have a license with Zumba Fitness, and the license we have to pay every month, and it's pretty much okay for the guys that are having another job from 6 to 5, because they can only do Zumba as like an extramural,
Yes.
But now for us that are doing Zumba for the sake of a work and an income, bad, because the people aren't going to the gym, we ain't doing no classes. So I was shocked when I saw them debiting money out of my account, and it was 500 rand, That is quite a lot of money, because for me, I felt like they will stop debiting when they see that we don't do classes, So some of your articles can really, really comfort me to that extent that I'm also someone that reads books, especially personal development books. I understand well, of the speakers talking about the mind and all the other things, subconscious and conscious mind. But sometimes those things can just be overwhelmed by the feeling that I have of depression in the moment, So yeah, your articles are very, very helpful towards me. Sometimes I don't even reply, but when I read them, they just touch me there, and I will be like, wow, this is actually an information I needed for the day.
Mbago, just give us a brief introduction of who you are and what you do, and what would you like to get from the sessions?
All right, guys. My name is Sonwabo Bomvana. I was born here in Cape Town in a township called Gugulethu. It's just an outskirt of, Cape Town city. It's most of the townships that are very big in Cape Town. I grew up there, and I lost track of my biological parents when I was about 5. So, at 5, that stage of an imaginary, anything for you, it's just playful. You don't really recognize whether the connection you have with parents or relatives are your own parents or not. But then again, I grew up in that state, until I was in the ages of 13, 14, where I felt that I needed really, really so much of that connection of my biological parent, but no one seems to know where they are. But in any case, I grew up to be a Rasta around the ages of 15 and 16, went in and out of prison until I got sentenced to 15 years. I came from prison where I served 12 years from my 15 years. But in prison, I managed to transform my life, where I read a book called Emotional Intelligence by the other guy called Daniel Goleman. That was my first book.
Yes, I read it.
So through that book, I wanted to read more. Even the Bible, I felt like it got a very great philosophical stories that transformed my head to tell myself that when I come out of prison, I don't want to go back to prison anymore. When I went out, I started doing activities like gumboots dancing and dancing. Luckily, an organization founded me and they gave me a job. That was my first job ever, because before I've never worked. I used to steal. I used to break houses. I used to rob people. I don't mean to scare you guys, but
You're
I'm
not
no longer
scaring
that guy.
me. Life can be tough.
Nice. But in any case, yeah, my activities are the ones that have driven me to kind of a active kind of a person until I'm a licensed Zumba instructor, also trying to learn to do other fitness activities in the gyms.
Good.
People.
You got a heart of gold, and you're such a good teacher. So look, if that's what you needed to learn to become who you are, then so be it. Who are we to judge? Like throw you in situations that are impossible sometimes, and you just have to find it somewhere inside to find the core and a platform and some roots, and say, start from zero, forget about the past, learn from it, move forward, just like in the Lion King, conk, it hits you on the head otherwise, and you go, I start again, and every single day is a new possibility. So you know what? Nobody can judge each other, because I always say, if I was you, I might have done worse. All I know is what I have done. This is the starting line, and I am starting from behind. And I kept on going at the speed of lightning, and I'm still going. You can see people say, how are you so motivated? Where do you have the drive? because I've been in such a horrible place. I never want to ever go back there again. So you know what? I don't need anybody to tell me to, oh, I need the books. I take a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm very grateful for the people, for the books, for the experts, for whatever. But ultimately, it's me who drives my path, who pushes the blocks one after the other, and through my intuition, I say, this feels right, go. This doesn't feel right, don't go. I no longer need justifications or permission or approval or whatever. I think it feels right, do it. And you know, people are going to say, you're so stupid, you're this. And I go, call me what you want, but I have to do it because it's in my soul, it's calling me. And like when I write these articles, I just know that people need them. I need them, and I know people need them. And because I'm always in tune with the energies, I wake up in the morning and I go, what's happening today? I pick it up and I go, whoa, I can see it. And then my decoder mind as a polyglot translates the energies into words, and I go, ooh, and I weave. I'm a weaver. I knit, I crochet. I weave, and I put it together in a short or long article and push. I throw it, and I say to people, do with it what you want. And normally people go, oh, I just needed to do that. Oh, so you know what? We are all connected. And I pick up the vibe, and we are resonant. So we're starting something good and see how it grows.